Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because today we're looking at a tiny coin from South Africa that many people ignore, many people throw into drawers, and many people never even notice. But hidden inside this small piece of metal is a story connected to history, memory, disappearing money, and the excitement of coin collecting that keeps millions of collectors searching every single day. Now, imagine this for a moment. You are cleaning an old box in a garage. Maybe it belonged to your father, your grandfather, or perhaps it was hidden away for years after a trip overseas. You open a dusty envelope, and inside you find a small brown coin marked 2 cents from the year 2000. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Small, lightweight, easy to overlook. But then curiosity starts to grow. Could this old South African coin actually be valuable? That single question is exactly why coin collecting continues to attract people all around the world, especially men who grew up handling real cash, real coins, and real history in their hands. Unlike today's digital payments and plastic cards, coins tell stories. They pass through markets, pockets, farms, factories, and families. Every scratch and every mark carries a little bit of the past. The South African 2 cents 2000 coin came from a fascinating period in South Africa's modern history. During that time, the country was changing rapidly. Currency designs were evolving, old systems were disappearing, and many low-value coins slowly faded from daily use. The 2 cent coin became one of those forgotten pieces of money that eventually disappeared from circulation. And that is exactly what makes collectors pay attention today. This coin was made from copper-plated steel and produced in large numbers. But many people do not realize that condition matters more than age alone. Most old coins become worn out after years of use. They lose detail. The shine disappears. Edges become damaged. But every once in a while, someone discovers one in excellent condition, and suddenly collectors become interested. Now, take a closer look at the design. The coin carries South African national symbols and reflects the identity of a nation moving into a new century. The year 2000 itself adds emotional value because many people remember the excitement surrounding the beginning of the new millennium. For older collectors, that date represents a major turning point in life. It reminds them of family memories, changing technology, and a different world. That emotional connection is powerful in coin collecting. Collectors are not only buying metal, they are buying memories. Some collectors spend years hunting for coins from specific countries. Others focus on coins from important years. Some search for minting mistakes, unusual markings, or rare varieties that escaped into circulation. One small detail can completely change the interest level of a coin. This is why people should always inspect old coins carefully. Check the edges. Check the lettering. Check the condition. And most importantly, never clean old coins aggressively. Many people destroy collectible value by polishing coins until they shine. Experienced collectors usually prefer original surfaces because they show authenticity and age. Another reason this coin attracts attention is because low-denomination coins disappeared from everyday use in many countries. Over time, people stopped carrying tiny value coins. Shops rounded prices differently. Banks removed small coins from circulation. Eventually, coins like the South African 2 cents became little reminders of a fading cash era. For many men over the age of 55, these coins bring back memories of carrying change in pockets every day. The sound of coins on a wooden table. The smell of old leather wallets. Counting money by hand instead of looking at phone screens. That connection to the past creates strong emotional value. And emotional value often drives collector interest. Now here's where the excitement really begins. Around the world, stories constantly appear online claiming that ordinary coins became extremely valuable overnight. Some stories are true. A rare error coin can indeed sell for impressive amounts. Coins with limited mintages, unique mistakes, or historical importance sometimes reach incredible prices at auctions. But experienced collectors know something important. Most circulating coins are only valuable if they are rare, historically important, or in exceptional condition. That means if you own a South African 2 cents 2000 coin, you should inspect it carefully before believing dramatic online claims. The condition of the coin matters enormously. A heavily worn coin may only interest beginner collectors, while a brilliant uncirculated example could attract more attention. The smartest collectors study details patiently. They compare lettering. They compare mint marks. They study official records. They understand that real value comes from rarity, demand, and condition working together. And even when a coin is not worth a fortune, the thrill of discovery is still exciting. That feeling of holding history in your hand is something younger generations often miss. Coins connect people to real moments in time. Wars, governments, economies, and everyday life all leave their mark on currency. That is why coin collecting continues to survive decade after decade. Some collectors focus only on profit, but many collectors continue because every coin has a story. The South African 2 cents 2000 coin tells the story of a disappearing denomination, a changing economy, and a world moving away from small cash transactions. It reminds people that even tiny objects can carry history for generations. So if you have one of these coins sitting in a jar, drawer, or old collection, do not throw it away without checking it first. Study it carefully. Protect it from damage. Store it properly. And if possible, compare it with collector references or professional grading examples.
Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss stories like this, where history, mystery, and incredible finds come alive right here. Now, let's talk about something that might just surprise you, a small coin, seemingly ordinary, yet holding a story that could change everything you thought you knew about collectibles. Today, we're going to explore a coin that many might overlook, but those who know its significance. The 2 cents coin from South Africa, minted in 1997. At first glance, it's tiny, easy to ignore, maybe even tossed in a drawer or a coin collection somewhere gathering dust. But within that small, unassuming circle of copper, there's a world of history, symbolism, and yes, potential value that could astonish you. You see, coins are more than just currency. They are time machines, frozen pieces of history. Every line, every inscription, even the color of the metal, tells a story about the nation it comes from, the era it was minted in, and the people who used it. And the 2 cents coin from South Africa in 1997 is no exception. Let's start with the design. On one side, you'll find the iconic South African national emblem, representing the country's rich and complex heritage. Every detail was carefully chosen to reflect unity, resilience, and the journey of a nation emerging into a new era. On the reverse, there's a simple numeral 2, accompanied by the word cents. But simplicity here is deceptive. Beneath that minimalism lies a craft of precision minting and a record of a time when South Africa was redefining itself. Now, for many of you, coins are not just about history, they are about the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery. Perhaps you're sitting at home with a collection inherited from a parent or grandparent. Maybe you stumbled upon a few coins in a jar tucked away in the attic. What if among them is this very coin, quietly waiting to tell you its story? The 1997 South African 2 cents coin was minted in a limited batch during a transitional period in South Africa's history. Unlike coins that were produced in millions, some mint years saw lower numbers, making them rarer than they appear at first glance. Collectors often talk about eye appeal and condition. A coin that is uncirculated, with its original sheen intact, can be worth significantly more than one that's been through daily transactions. And here's the fascinating part. South African coins from the late 1990s are increasingly sought after by collectors worldwide. There's a blend of nostalgia and history that makes them appealing to those who lived through that era, and even to those who appreciate coins purely as works of art. Every scratch, every glint of copper, tells a story, and coins like the 1997 2 cents are becoming historical treasures rather than just spare change. Let's talk about one key factor that often surprises people: rarity. You might look at this coin and think, it's just 2 cents. How rare could it be? But rarity isn't just about numbers. It's about survival. How many coins were kept in pristine condition over the decades? How many were used, lost, or discarded? Every coin that made it through the years in mint condition is a piece of history that is harder and harder to find. And that scarcity drives value, often in ways that casual observers don't expect. Collectors love the story behind coins as much as the coin itself. The 1997 South African 2 cents coin represents a moment in time, a post-apartheid South Africa, embracing a new identity, reflecting a country in transition. For men in their mid-50s to 60s, many of you will remember the changes, the energy, and the hope of that era. Owning a coin like this is like holding a tangible memory of those years, a connection to a past that shaped the present, and beyond history and nostalgia, there's the thrill of investment. Coins have long been recognized as a tangible, enduring form of value. Unlike paper money, which can lose purchasing power through inflation, well-preserved coins often increase in value over time, especially those with limited mintages or historical significance. And the 1997 2 cents coin is catching the attention of investors and collectors alike. Now, imagine you've discovered one of these coins tucked away in your collection, still shining like it did the day it left the mint. Perhaps it's been hidden in a drawer for decades, overlooked as ordinary currency. Suddenly, it's no longer just a coin, it's a ticket to history, a conversation starter, and potentially a valuable asset. And for those who appreciate the thrill of discovery, there's nothing quite like it. The appeal of coins is universal. They are small, portable, and packed with story. You can hold history in the palm of your hand, and that's exactly what makes coins such an enduring hobby. Men in their 50s and 60s often find themselves drawn to coins because they represent continuity, heritage, and tangible achievement. And when that coin is as rare and meaningful as the 1997 2 cents from South Africa, the attraction becomes irresistible. Collectors often say that patience is the key. A coin's value isn't always immediately obvious, but with the right insight, timing, and knowledge, what once seemed ordinary can become extraordinary. This coin has quietly increased in prominence among collectors, and experts predict its value will continue to rise as fewer pristine examples remain in circulation. By now, you might be wondering, what's this coin actually worth? Here's the moment that makes history and investment converge. The 1997 South African 2 cents coin, in excellent condition, can fetch up to $30,000 on the collector's market. That's right, what may have once seemed like a tiny, insignificant coin could be a treasure of remarkable value. It's proof that sometimes, the most unassuming items hold the greatest surprises. So, if you have a collection tucked away or inherit coins from decades past, it's worth taking a closer look. That overlooked coin jar, that dusty drawer in the attic, could contain history and wealth beyond your expectations. And that's the thrill of coin collecting, discovering the extraordinary within the ordinary, understanding the story each coin carries, and realizing that sometimes, fortune really does hide in plain sight. Remember, subscribing ensures you won't miss these stories of discovery, investment, and history. Because every coin has a tale, every collector has a journey, and together we explore the moments in time that shape not only our collections, but our understanding of the world. So next time you glance at that 2 cent coin, remember, it's more than just metal. It's a fragment of South African history, a collector's dream, and for the right person, a treasure worth $30,000. Closing smile, confident tone, hit that subscribe button now and join a community of explorers who uncover hidden treasures, one coin at a time. Because you never know when a simple coin might change everything.